So you've decided you want to study medicine. Maybe you're preparing for the GAMSAT or the UCAT or your interviews. And you get asked by someone in the public the age-old question, what are you studying? What do you want to be? And for most pre-meds, this is a dreaded question. This is what I call the pre-med dilemma. You're pursuing your dream, putting all this time and energy towards it, but you don't want to tell people about it. Hi, my name is Michael Choi and I'm a medical student studying at the University of Notre Dame in Sydney, Australia. And this is my channel where we talk about the journey of medicine. And today I want to talk about the pre-med dilemma, what it is, why it occurs, and how to deal with it. What is the pre-med dilemma? It's a state of unease that occurs when somebody asks us, what do you want it to be? And then inevitably our response is always something along the lines of, oh, I'm trying to get into medicine, or I'm sitting the GAMSAT. However, it's one of those things that sounds better in your head than when you actually say it out loud in the real world. So I want to look at now why the pre-med dilemma occurs, and I sort of have three reasons that I want to walk through. Firstly, it's because you're preparing for a preparation step. What you're saying to people when you are saying that you want to get into medicine is that you're preparing to get into a place so that you can prepare to be a doctor. In medicine, there's an extra room to get into the profession compared to other jobs. I mean, I'm simplifying here, but that's a source of unease. Secondly, you don't exactly know if it's going to work out. And this is a big source of unease. You're like an undifferentiated stem cell. Am I going to be A? Am I going to be B? Am I going to be C? You don't exactly know where you're going to end up. And thirdly, your name is on the line. Frankly, saying to people that you want to get into medicine, it really is a huge gamble, because you're putting out to the world in front of your friends and family, you're saying, look at me, I'm pursuing this thing of medicine, and if I get in, then hooray. But if I don't, that's okay, but I will have to admit that I'm at fault here in some way. And so that's a source of unease. Your name or your reputation is on the line. Now, how I got around the pre-med dilemma. And I want to go through sort of two ideas and then one bit of practical advice. So the first idea is that no one really cares what you study or what job you do, especially if it's close friends or family. If they love you and they care for you, they don't care what you do. If that's hard to think of, put yourself in their shoes. If a close friend came to you and said that they were going to switch their course or switch their job, would you stop being their friend? Would you stop caring for them? Would you stop hanging out with them? And the answer is no. So sometimes it's all in your head, but no one really cares what you do. The second idea is that life is a journey and you're going to have to take risks, and risks are uncomfortable. I found a lot of consolation when I realized this. I realized that you've got to take risks in life and you've got to choose a path. I sort of related to the game of poker, Texas Hold'em. In poker, you have to sort of bet chips to win chips, right? And so you have to be willing in life to give up something in order to gain something. And so I found consolation in the fact that I've decided to play the game of life. I'm not going to sit on the fence and I'm not going to sit on the sideline, and I'm going to put myself out there and be courageous and take a gamble on life in order to win something bigger. Now, my bit of practical advice is when people ask you the question, what do you want to be, or what are you going to study, just don't tell people, especially if they're not close friends or family. People that are not close to you, they don't have a right, or they don't deserve to know your biggest goals or your biggest ambitions. And so, in those situations, I found that the more people I told, the more pressure I actually put on myself. And so I found it better just to try and change the subject, or to maybe ask them a question, and just basically avoid the question. So in summary, the pre-med dilemma is this feeling of unease that we can get when people ask us, what do you want to do in medicine? Now, the consolation comes from the fact that we've decided to take a risk and we've decided to go along this journey of life or this journey of medicine, and that's a good thing. Okay, hopefully you found this video helpful. Leave a comment down below if you want to share your experience or if you found that it related to you. and I wish you all the best in your journey.